Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic 06. We're now into part number 29, and this is the last part of Silver's gameplay. After this we're done with Silver's story and we'll just have a last story to do. We're getting there slowly but surely. 2 more parts to do after this. But yeah, so we end Silver's story with a boss fight against Iblis. Yay. I always found this a little bit kind of, I don't know, I found it a little bit dull. Not the game, it's kind of like, why the fuck are we doing this? Is basically the way I would put it. Is we fought this form of Iblis like at the start of the game, at the start of Silver's story. And now we're fighting him the exact same form again at the end of Silver's story. Just feels a bit pointless to me. I don't really know why we're doing it, but whatever. So yeah, the boss fight is pretty simple. It's this first little bit, he hurls like little rocks at you. You just have to. What the fuck is he doing? It's gone all zen. And then he shoots these things at you. Oh, yeah, I jumped into that. I'm a dumbass. So yeah, just avoid them. Like I didn't. And just throw these things onto his face. Just to cause him damage. Just jump over. Jump over. Nice and easy. It's a really simple boss fight once you get to know it. But the only thing that's a bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah, the only thing that's annoying is that it's timed, so that there's only a certain amount of like you'll destroy the footing eventually. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. So yeah, then you just jump onto his head and do that, and hit the green thing with your powers. And that causes a fair bit of damage. And then it just go back to throwing rocks at his face. Oh! Now here comes the big one, where you have to stop this massive thing. Throw your big ball at me. Throw it! There you go. And so, yeah, grab it and into the face, and it does causes a lot of damage. It's what can I say? It's a fairly boring boss fight. As long as you throw everything that you possibly can at him when you have the opportunity to do it, then you're not going to run out of footing that easily. It won't be that much of an issue, so yeah, it's no bother. Why he goes all zen, I don't know. Why he feels the need to, put his hands together and kind of, I don't know, what is he even doing? Meditating or something, I don't know. So yeah, all you have to do now, jump onto his head. Gotta do this once more. Yeah, which means all we have to do now is catch one ball, and then we'll be able to kill him. Maybe I can kill him with the little balls. Come on, one more. And there you go. Would have been more cinematic to kill him with the last giant boulder that he throws, but who cares? Oh no, I'm falling into something that I'm made of. No. Oh, what the fuck was the point? That's so fucking daft. Anyway. 2 rounds over. So yeah, there you go. That is the final boss fight of Silver's story, and we're actually done with Silver's story now. Nothing more to do with Silver's story, and the last episode is now unlocked. Oh look, we're back to the good CG. That's kind of nice. Look at that big fire.
Eternal Sun, the living flame that has been entrusted to the royal family. Fall into slumber with my soul, Iblis.
I wonder if this is going to work. Don't think it's going to work, Silver.
set me
Because
up
you're
for
not part of the Solianan royal family, you stupid prick.
that blaze.
I'll take Iblis. Don't worry. My soul is already alit with flames. I will
Okay. I guess that does kind of make sense because she first appeared in what did she first appear in? She first appeared in Sonic Rush, and I guess it makes and she was a princess, I believe, in that world, so technically it makes sense, I guess. Okay, so with this section here, I find this kind of silly.
I can't. I wouldn't know what to do without you. You fought alongside me to save the world. You're my friend, right?
You're still so nice.
I love that reaction from Blaze. It's just like, shut up, fool. What are you on about? And she summons the purple sphere. And oh, well, she's not coming back in the last story. Shit. She was one of the good characters. She was one of the fun characters to play as.
Good luck, Silver.
An attempt to try and be touching, but it doesn't fucking work. Not to me, anyway. It really doesn't work. There are some people who defend this game. I don't know who. I don't know why you would, but whatever. And all it took was Iblis to go away, and we're fine now. But anyway, he's crying. Feel sorry for yourself, not really. Okay, so when it comes to people try to link it into the actual Sonic Rush canon, where like this is like a prequel to like Sonic Rush, and she gets transferred to that universe. It still makes no sense because she's met Sonic in this universe, and somehow she doesn't know him when they meet in Sonic Rush, so that makes no sense. It's just it's an attempt to try and mask shit writing. Anyway, we're now listening to what we're listening to here is Silver's song. This is Dreams of an Absolution. It's okay, I don't mind it, but it's not my favourite. I do prefer All Hail Shadow and Sonic's theme, which is His World. I prefer those two to this. That's just my musical preference, I think. More of a rock than a dance, poppy kind of dance fan, so yeah. But yeah, that is the end of Silver's story. Silver's story is now 100% finished. So, let's talk about Silver's story, I guess. The story first. The story is pretty bare bones. It is essentially Trunks' story from Dragon Ball Z. That is what it is. It's basically him being told that he has to go into the past to stop the Iblis, to stop basically Sonic from releasing Iblis into the world, like he's been told that Sonic is releases Iblis in the future, so he goes back into the past to either to kill Sonic or to just stop him from releasing Iblis. And it's pretty much just him believing a black hedgehog with no mouth. And it's named Mephiles, by the way. He's just... The biggest problem I have with Silver's characterization in this story is that he just doesn't fucking think. He doesn't think for like 1 second of like, can I trust Mephiles? Does any of this shit that he's telling me make any fucking sense? He just doesn't think about it, and as a result, the story comes off as... It has the same problem as Sonic's story. That animation's still bad. But yeah, Sonic's story is kind of repetitive and just keeps repeating the same patterns over and over again. And it's the same with Silver's story, where he's just trying to kill Sonic, even though he's doubting whether it's right to kill Sonic and all this kind of stuff. It makes no fucking sense. And eventually he just goes back to his own time frame and tries to seal Iblis away in that time. So I guess he kind of succeeds in saving the world, but equally it's kind of dumb. The story makes no sense. It's stupid. It's repetitive and it's fucking boring. And it's just a blatant rip-off of it's a blatant rip-off of a Trunks story from Dragon Ball Z. So that's all I have to say about that. In terms of Silver's gameplay, you get to play as two characters, so less than Sonic and less than less than Shadow as well. You get to play as one other character. You get to play as Silver and Blaze. Talking about Silver's gameplay, it's not as bad as I think people call it. I don't think Silver's gameplay is the worst, and that is the worst gameplay in the whole game. I think there are worse gameplay styles. Like Amy, I think is way worse, and I also think there are others that are way worse. But out of the main trio, I'd say he's probably the worst gameplay style. The biggest problem I have with Silver's gameplay is that it was so fucking promising. The idea of having this really powerful character who could use psychokinesis and could, it could have been this really cool kind of powerhouse character, and they really didn't do anything with him to go down that route. Hi there, His World. This is a good song. I still like this song. But yeah, Silver's story, Silver's gameplay, it could have been like, it would have been cool if they used him as like a powerhouse character, where he was just like, decimates all in his path. But he's way too fucking slow for the platforming. His jumps are fine, they feel nice. I also like the hovering mechanic, but I think it could have been utilised a lot more. I wish there was an upgrade for like speeding him up. I wish there was an upgrade for, if there was an upgrade for speeding him up, allowing him to infinitely fly around not the levels, but around the world, like the hub worlds. And if they'd given him like more kind of, like say the ability to shoot energy balls made out of energy balls out of like telekinetic energy. If they'd done that, then it would have been so much fun to play through. It would have made everything so much better. But the problem is they didn't do that. As a result, the gameplay feels slow, sluggish. The fighting mechanics, if you can call them that, but the combat style is just not there at all, and it's just, the gameplay's decent, but it could have been so much more, and it just sucked. They failed miserably with it. That's all I have to say. Blaze, just to briefly mention Blaze, she's really fun. She's just as fast as Sonic. She's got a nice, cool little double jump. She's got a cool, like, fiery inferno kind of like spinning fire attack, which is a lot of fun. And just all around, she's a nice character to play with. The problem is that you only play as her for 2 to 3 times, and I wish you could have used her more, because she feels like a really cool, interesting character. But we couldn't, so there you go. In terms of his levels, slight level design changes, but nothing really new. I have nothing else to say about that. But anyway, that's it for Silver's story of Sonic 06. Join me next time when we will be going through the start of the end, when we go through Last Story. See you next time.